We've heard more about wobbling. The Big House recently announced that they will be banning wobbling, of course, the infinite combo with the ice climbers, at their tournament this year. This is not the first time that we're seeing this. What is your opinion as a Melee competitor on the technique, and do you think it should be banned across the board?
So, whether we like it or not, there is politics in Smash. There is, recent events do have sway on future decisions, always. The moment I beat Wizrobe at CEO and used the ledge tactic against him in Dreamland, the entire argument flared up again about having a ledge camping rule. And then they added the rule, and then nothing really else happened. It died down because no one used it again because it was a very specific situation. With wobbling, though, it's sort of wobbling has been around and has been an issue in the scene for well over a decade now, right? It's the tactic that makes Ice Climbers, in my opinion, a viable character and a threat to beat any player. I've lost to wobbling before. Every single top player has lost to wobbling at least once in their life. The Big House and Robin Har in the TO was one of the few tournament series to consistently, no matter what, go against the grain and just outright ban wobbling at their discretion when they feel like it. And I think it was in 2016, around the time Melee was really huge, where wobbling sort of got the okay from the community again. The idea that, if Ice Climbers don't have this tactic, they're really not a great character, and there's not much they can do in this current meta with characters like Fox, Falcon. That was sort of the argument. Like they need it, right? And let alone against floating matchups like Peach and Puff. If Ice Climbers don't have wobbling, I'm not sure viably that they can really have any shot against a top level Peach or Jigglypuff in that matchup. Maybe even a Marth. It's just, well, Marth, yeah, but it's just, I feel they need it, right? I hate getting wobbled. Everyone hates getting wobbled. But I haven't lost to an Ice Climber player since 2013. Wobbles at Evo, which obviously the last minute rule set change, but still a loss. Because ever since that set, I just said I'm not letting them have this. So I really play defensively now, and I'm just imagining that same matchup. But then, what if they can't do that? There's handoffs. There's variations on what Ice Climbers can do on the ground. Whoops. There's variations on what Ice Climbers can do on the ground after a grab. But the wobble is a very it goes against the grain of most designs, right? In Melee, you get a grab, and then you get a hit. And the hit, you can DI one way or DI another way, and it's up to you as a player to follow up those DI interactions. So even though there's combos that are true, you still have to adapt 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 times to get the kill, get the combo. With wobbling, it's one read into a kill, which even with Puff, even with Rest, even with different mechanics, even with Gimps, that is the only kind of kill that there is in the game. And so fundamentally, that's what bothers people a lot. And recently at SmashCon, Axe, I believe, got double eliminated by Ice Climbers players. I think it was Trudat and Pudgy Panda, causing him to get a very low placing. And, he's the Summit champion, right? He was considered number 3 in the world. Not considered. He is ranked number 3 in the world on MPGR. And when that happens, like I said, I mentioned the politics, it all flares up again. So I'm not surprised at all that Robin Hard decided to ban wobbling for Big House. And we're going to see what happens. Because, does it go against the grain of Fun Nuts Melee? Sure. But there's been so few Ice Climbers in top 8 this year that I'm not sure it really is as big of an issue as people think.